the undead, where evil lurks in every shadow and monsters roam the streets. Mankind's only survival rests in the hands of two Welsh warriors, armed with boomsticks, chainsaws, bad language. These beacons of hope will stop at nothing to obliterate deadites, vampires, psychotic nurses. So, hold tight, strap in, and let the professionals take charge. Otherwise, you're in for a rough, blood-soaked night.
Do you know?
Hang on. Yeah, that's better.
At the end there, it says, and let the professionals take charge. I don't feel very professional right now.
No, for those of you who jumped on last night, we had a very off-the-cuff, last-minute show. We've never done that before. It's the first. We were a bit tipsy.
I am so rough today.
I got a bit of a headache. I'm not rough, but I had to take some paracetamol.
Yeah, I haven't moved from the couch all day. I've just been catching up on Alien Earth.
All right. Did you watch the last episode?
I'm halfway through episode 5, and I got dragged into this. So, I'm Alien 5 feels like an Alien movie.
Yes.
Alien episode 5.
Yeah, I will say, if you look past the dumb decisions that all the crew members make, and they are very dumb, it is a very good episode. It is, when you watch it, you'll be like, well, that's ridiculous. Even I know not to do that. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But it is a really good episode, and it's the best one so far.
The eye alien, the image
awesome.
of that inside the sheep. And
I was telling you about it last night.
Standing there staring.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
I think that alien is stealing the show. We've seen a lot of xenomorphs, and I think it's nice that somebody's come up with a really cool alien. It looks stupid when you see an eyeball, but then when you see it, what it can do, it is top notch.
Awesome. I'm just gonna say hello to everyone. All right.
Yep.
We've got John Moran. What's happening, Jod? Thanks for jumping on last night and jumping on today. Appreciate it. Hiya, Wendy. Same to you. Thanks for jumping on, Wendy. We've got Vivian. Hiya, Viv.
Hi, Vivian.
Well. We've got Jill, John. Evening, Curtis and Jenks. Evening, Jill.
Hi, Jill.
We've got Hugh Huckridge. Evening all. I just got my doctor's test results and I'm really upset about it. Turns out I'm not going to be a doctor. Fuck's sake. Good one, Hugh. We've got Gory Tiger. What's happening, Gory?
How's it going?
Thanks for jumping on, mate. Who else have we got? Look at this. We've got Ella, who unfortunately missed last night.
Oh.
Ella says, hi, boys. Good evening, chat. Hope everyone is well. I'm still not getting the updates and I've got notifications on. Do you know, my mother was having problems with that for a long time, not getting notifications. I get notifications when we go live.
Yeah, I found that, though, because sometimes I'm subscribed to people and I've got the bell, but I just stop having them, as if, like, maybe you don't watch them enough and then it just stops. It just automatically cancels you.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Do you know what, Ella? It's our fault. We shouldn't have been selfish and just gone live without giving you notice. That's what I say.
And look, for the rewatch of last night, be warned, we didn't spend a lot of time talking about Cabin in the Woods.
No.
It's almost, that thumbnail is almost clickbait, if you like Cabin in the Woods.
John says, I have to keep reminding myself that all those characters are young children in adult bodies, but I'm really loving it for not being another carbon copy. Absolutely. Yeah. My only gripe is that, and this isn't a big one, it's almost perfect from what I've seen so far. I wanted an Earth that resembles our Earth. Like you said, Jenks, we want to see a xenomorph ripping apart New York or something.
Yeah, something cool.
They could almost be on an alien planet, but I get it. It's set in the future. Things are more obviously advanced. Earth looks different.
Yeah.
But it's called Alien Earth. It doesn't feel like Alien Earth.
Why didn't they just set this after Alien Resurrection? Why do they feel the need to tie it in so tightly? Because you have to do a lot of mental gymnastics to think, okay, this is set before Romulus. It's just before. I'm like, oh, it's on Earth. So obviously, at the end they're gonna have to cover everything up because it seems like even when you watch Aliens, which is way in the future, it seems like it's kind of they don't know much about the species. Hence, that's why they need Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah,
it didn't quite add up. Just yet, doesn't matter.
John says last night was hilarious. Well, I really enjoyed, but some of it's a blur, I gotta be honest. And I was watching it back this morning and I was like, do you know that feeling of dread? What was I like? What did I say?
I did exactly.
Did I make a tit of myself?
I obviously we weren't drunk to the point where we couldn't remember what was going on. But when I this afternoon I stuck it on only for a few minutes and I was like, I'm a bit slurry and I don't really like it. I'm probably not going to do that again. Maybe a couple of drinks, but we had about 7 beers or something. It's too much.
Yeah. We've got Movie Squirm, a great friend of the channel.
Yes.
What's happening, pal? Thanks for jumping on. We have to get something sorted soon, mate. It's been way too long.
Yes. And did you say, Kurt, that he's coming to For the Love of Horror?
No, you couldn't get the Saturday tickets.
That's
I think, George, you've bought the Sunday tickets though, haven't you? We obviously won't see you, but I'm chuffed nonetheless for you that you're obviously going to get to go. But yeah, we'll definitely get something sorted for next year.
Definitely.
Palf says I don't get notifications either. I'm your notification. Palf, I'm going live.
No, I'm not watching, Kurt. I didn't get notification.
See, look at this. It's got to be a problem on our end, Jenks. No one's getting notifications. And you guys still show up.
Yeah, no, I get notification. I think it's just a YouTube thing. I mean, it's just the bell. You've got to click the bell like twice because I've clicked the bell and it's like, oh, that's just highlighted. You click it again then.
Yeah.
And it kind of works.
Ella, oh man, I missed a drunken watch party.
I mean, it wasn't like an hour of debauchery, but I think you could. Well, basically, we were on screen at the same time, so we were in the same address, first time ever, and it worked all right actually because
I think you'll all notice that Jenks was a lot less chopsy last night.
Well, because you, I think I was more chopsy.
No, you weren't. You weren't.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we'll do that again. Maybe not so drunk. I think next time we come up, we'll just do like just do a catch up, maybe a 40-minute show where we just chat and then in and out, you know?
Yeah. Just a quick catch up. I'm up for it again. I had a good laugh.
Yeah, it was a good laugh. It was a good laugh. We just
probably
a little
wasn't
bit
fun though, Jenks, is resetting up my podcast studio now, like 10 minutes before we went live, because I took everything downstairs.
Yeah.
Screw with my flipping stand, setting the camera up. And
I haven't got a lot of sympathy because, you've had all fucking day to do it. It's 7 o'clock now. For Christ's sake. All you have to do is take them upstairs, 5 minutes.
Blame Alien Earth, boy. Blame Alien Earth.
Should we get started?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, Movie Scrum says Sunday. Yeah, but fingers crossed for next year. My bad for being too slow.
Yes.
Definitely get it sorted for next year. 100%.
Right then, guys. Tonight we're doing something different for our live show. We have done this before on a memberships, but we are doing a versus. So we are pitting against Pennywise versus Art the Clown. So what we're doing, we're going to start with different categories. We've got origin, we've got fashion, kills, fear factor, one-liners, sex appeal, weapons, and star power. So it's 8 categories in total.
Okay.
So if we go on and on, it's 3 hours. We'll probably shorten it.
Yeah. So origin, I think for both of them, we don't truly know their origins. Now, Pennywise, we know he's a cosmic being from another dimension, from another, planet.
Yeah.
We know that his true form is the dead lights. Just 3 flashing lights. Nowhere near as scary as a clown. But no. Apart from like their absolute origins, again, Art, we don't know his origins. That's something that's going to be explained in Terrifier 4. Apparently, the first half hour of the next Terrifier is going to be Art's origins.
I would say then, for this category, I'm gonna have to give it to Pennywise because he has some kind of origin. This guy's complete mystery. So even though they're both vague, as you say, this guy, I really am desperate to find out his origin because I just want to see what Dave Leone does with it.
Oh, 100%.
You know, so gun to my head, I'd like to see it, but I think I would have a lot of respect if he said, "You're never gonna know. It's gonna be a question mark forever," and I'd be like,
to be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing his origins, but only because he's doing it. I never really thought about it. I think I thought about it so little. When someone said to me, "Oh, we don't know his origins," I was like, "Oh yeah, we don't." Yeah. I take it at face value. I mean, he's not human. He looks like a clown, and that's all I need to know. But since he is doing an origins, I'll look forward to it.
And as long as he doesn't do like you know, Terrifier for Bloodlines. Oh, come on, not another one. Laziest subtitle even though.
Hey, Final Destination has broken the Bloodlines curse.
Yes, so I agree.
We've spoke about this before. Every horror sequel with a subtitle Bloodlines has been absolutely shit.
Yes. And yes, you're right. Finally, they've used the title that makes sense because usually Bloodlines are just like they use it for a prequel. They don't really, but with Final Destination 6, it genuinely means Bloodlines. So we're both in agreement. I think it's got to go to this dude. He's got a vague origin, but he's still got a bit of an origin. He's an alien, which is boring. Right. Next up, we've got fashion. So fashion wise, I think this guy for me wins because he's not afraid to stick on a pair of city glasses. He's not afraid to stick on a Santa outfit. And what else do you wear?
Have you seen his designer bag full of tricks?
It's just a bin bag, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course, Jenks. That's the joke.
I think fashion. Saying that though, he does look slicker. He's put a bit more effort into it. There's not a button out of place on Pennywise.
Look, Pennywise has a hairstylist. He does not get out. He doesn't get out of bed, and his hair looks that good.
Yeah, and look at his frilly arms and everything. That's proper. He's proper. He's more than just a clown. He's picked a very stylish clown. He has. I know they're both clowns, but he has picked a very vintage, stylish clown. He could have just gone for the basic sort of city trousers, but yeah, he's made an effort.
Pennywise's hairstylist is Ed Gein.
Yeah.
So we can also call it based on a true story.
Yes, and clowns.
Ed Gein is his hairstylist.
And clowns are real, so it's true. And you know, houses are real.
And clowns are real.
Yeah, and cars are real. Yeah, why not? Let's give it to. I think we should give it to Pennywise. Actually, I was seduced by these glasses, but it's not.
Look, what I love about Pennywise art is that he does look low level. He would fit right in, and you know the movies are borderline B movies, right?
Yeah.
Low level, low budget B movies. And he kind of fits the part for that. So in terms of like going all out there, it's got to go to Pennywise. I love how art looks though, but if you're talking about a complete fashion diva, yeah, it's art all day. Jenks, I'm gonna read a few comments.
Yeah, crack on.
Palf says, bloody sex appeal. There we are. Vivian, I'm trying to understand the sex appeal category. Are they sexy? Well, that's what we're going to debate, Vivian.
So the reason that we've got this category, it's just a general one that we will use on any characters. So we use the same exact categories with Ash versus Jason. So even if it doesn't quite suit these guys' sex appeal, it's just funny, you know.
Well, yeah, we don't. It may not suit them, but it's just. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? John says, "Sex in the City 4 Bloodlines."
Fucking hell.
John says, "I wonder if we will see David Howard Thornton in Terrifier 4 without makeup, kind of like Robert Englund in Freddy 5.
Yeah, that's good.
Burn Freddy. I absolutely love that idea. That's great. They did it in It Chapter 2 as well. Obviously, that's not his origins because he isn't Bill Skarsgård. But it was cool to see Bill Skarsgård without the makeup in It Chapter 2.
Yes, I think he's going to do something sillier. I think even though Freddy is a silly film, this is sillier. And I don't think, in my opinion, he's going to go down that dark route of him being like a, wife beater or a, I think it's going to be a bit sillier.
Movie Scrum, art has to win fashion. Yeah, look at those glasses.
Yeah.
Palv says art can even pull off a bin bag. Clear winner. He always has the best accessories. I've got Art's glasses from Terrifier 3 with the Christmas
Is that?
what's it called? Christmas trees on it.
Is this number 2 with the flower glasses?
Yeah, that's number 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Vivian says Art has flair. Hey, this is one-sided for Art, your Jenks. I think we might have to reconsider.
Well, it's our channel, so we can pick. I just think people prefer Art and they're just being a bit biased.
Wait there now, George, right? Having a big forehead has got nothing to do with fashion. Nothing to do with fashion. He can't help he's got a big forehead. What I will say is the way he styles his hair really takes away from the forehead, I'll say.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So. It kind of draws your eyes away from his gigantic forehead. Have you seen So I Married an Axe Murderer?
Mike Myers.
Yeah.
No. I think I have.
Head. That thing is gargantuous. What's he say? It's like an orange on a toothpick. Head, move. So good. Well, that's Pennywise. That's his origins. His father is was it a Scottish Mike Myers going head.
Do you know, when every time I do a Scottish accent, all I can do is a Shrek impression. And he's not even Scottish. Don't care.
Tyler Adams is here. What's happening, Tyler?
How's it going, Tyler?
Hope you're doing good, pal. I don't know if I've ever shown this, but I do have a Pennywise tattoo. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah. I still need some touching up. But I got that 2 weeks after Chapter 1 was released.
Is it?
Talk about jumping on something quick.
Right, we are moving on to a bit more juicy now. Kills.
Okay.
Right, so...
Why don't we change it to thrills?
So kills, I would say... So out of there's 3... so there's 3 sort of It films. No, there's only 2 really. You can't. Let's not count because the same amount of kills in the other version, isn't it? So it's not like a sequel. On-screen kills. There's how many does he kill? Doesn't kill many at all, does he?
No. You've got Georgie, and then there's a few other people along the way.
He's killed loads really because there's loads of people floating. But on-screen kills, I would have to go with. There's Georgie. Does he kill Byers at the end? Yeah, he does. What's his name? The bully.
Oh yeah.
Got his name now. Something Byers.
Does he? No, he doesn't kill him, does he?
Who goes through the pipe backwards in the?
Yeah.
In the old...
Well, he ends up in a mental institution though. He doesn't kill him then.
Yes, I can't remember. Yeah, but he does kill a few on screen. Not that many. I think this dude has definitely clocked up more.
This is not even close. So it's so one-sided. I wouldn't have even put this category in because it's unfair. Now, fashion, we can argue, who's the more stylish. But if we're talking about kills, I'd pit Art against anyone in the horror genre.
Well, more than Jason.
Well, maybe not so. I'm going to say more, but if you're talking about like insane kills, some of the worst kills I've ever seen put to screen, the Jack the Ripper kill where he comes back in with salt.
Yeah, salt and bleach.
Oh my god!
Do you know? I wonder which movie monster has killed the most. I'm guessing there's definitely
I think it's Jason. I'm sure it's Jason.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like Schwarzenegger, like sort of shooting people, like soldiers and stuff. But actual horror icons, it's got to be Jason.
Yeah, I know about Schwarzenegger. He hasn't played the same character more than once, unless he did 10 Commando
Oh yes.
movies.
No. Sorry, not Schwarzenegger. I was thinking Rambo. Rambo in the 5 Rambo movies, there was a stat. How many kills? They made fun of it in Hot Shots Part 2. Do you remember?
Yeah. Yeah, obviously, I think it's the third Rambo in there. That one's like big.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of death in number 4 when he's in Burma and he's got that gun, bub, on top of the hill. That's an awesome film.
I'm all day with this one, with that, especially Terrifier 3, chainsaw to the nutsack.
Yeah, that's gross. Yeah,
on par with the Maxine ball kill with the high heel.
Oh yes, that's like the guy deserved it, but at the same time, he still felt sorry for him being a guy. You're like, all right, come on, he's been through enough.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yes, obviously, this dude kicks Pennywise's ass when it comes to kills. I don't even know whose hand he's eating there.
Look, when you've got a director who doesn't write a script, he writes kills. You have to give that movie to that killer, because before he does anything, he's got a kill list and he's like, right, I need 6 kills from this list. What are they going to be? Picks out the kills and then obviously does the rest around that. Which I don't know many people. That's the first time I've heard of anyone doing that. He's like, no, I'm the kill guy. I've got a kill list. These are the kills I want. Now,
I'm sure people do it. Horror directors probably
well,
not.
I literally just about to say, like if you're in charge of like Saw.
Yeah.
Look, we need these kills in this Saw. These are the traps that we've got. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
But yeah, I love the fact that he's got a kill list.
It's the same with Final Destination, right? We're gonna have about 6 kids this next one. They all need to die.
Yeah.
Elaborate ways to kill them.
Call him the Beatrix Kiddo of the horror world.
Yes, it's got to go to this dude. I've only seen the third one, but I think even in the third one, he clocks up much more than Pennywise.
Ella, the rats in the pipe down the neck. Horrific.
Which one was that?
Terrifier 3. It's the third one.
Oh, I've seen that one. Which bit's that?
Yeah.
Can't remember that
right
bit.
At the end where they're tied up, he puts the pipe and then the rats climb through.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
John says, if I remember correctly, Belch gets sucked through the pipe and Mike Hanlon kills Henry Bowers. Yeah. When he breaks out of hospital and comes after him. No, Henry Bowers gets pulled through the mic. Gets pulled through
the pipe.
Yeah. Because Henry Bowers is the one that ends up in the mental institution.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, I know. I'm not saying you're wrong. Jordan
right.
said Belch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So Henry Bowers.
That's it.
He gets sucked through the pipe in the original one.
Horrible bully, isn't he? He's up there with like Bozo.
Yeah. Ella says no 2 kills are the same with art. Absolutely. Prides himself on standing out every single time. Hiya, Don. Don's just joined the chat.
How's it going?
Hello, guys, and all. There's something missing. Beer. I love the random live horror and beer. Couldn't stop laughing last night. Thank you.
Well, that's good.
Well, I'm glad we've come on today and everyone enjoyed, because I was a little bit scared this morning waking up that I went live last night. So I'm glad you enjoyed it, guys. We will be doing it more often, maybe a little less drunk next time.
And I think if we were paralytic, I think your missus would have gone, boys, I don't think it's a good idea. Or she might
100%.
Or she might have gone, fuck him.
Yeah. Tyler says the Tom Cruise of kills. Did you know Art does his own kills?
That's good.
Eli, what's happening, Eli? What then, Eli?
How's it going, Eli?
What's happening, pal? What's up, Jenks and Curtis and all you twisted knights? And we've obviously got the classic. Don't forget to slash that like button and sub to this amazing channel and consider becoming a member of the mighty Twisted Knights. Thank you so much, Eli. Thanks for jumping on.
All right. Next up, we've got Fear Factor. Who's the scariest? So I probably will give this. Look, he's scary in the sense that you are fucked if you come across him, right? And obviously that is still fear. But as like nightmare fuel, it can be anything. He's very much like Freddy Krueger. He can become your worst nightmare. He can manifest into anything. So it is a tough one because obviously the thought of getting your arms chopped off and your fucking scalp ripped off and then bleached is terrifying. But horror-wise, terror, I would say it's got to go to Pennywise.
If we're looking at it two ways, if I'm looking at these guys in real life, give me it all day long. I would be much more afraid of Art in real life because of what he's capable of doing to you. I think it's a pretty quick death with it. But film-wise, film monster-wise, and the movies themselves, it all day, fear factor.
Yeah,
it's got to be.
Especially this particular scene. When he comes out of the water, you see it a lot in the trailer.
Float too.
And he just runs across. It's a great, creepy moment. Everything about the drain with Georgie is terrifying. Yes, I get what you're saying. If Terrifier's gunning you, you're fucked. But I suppose you could stop Terrifier for a certain length of time. You blew him up. Obviously, he could come back from the dead. But this guy, you can't even blow him up.
Well, I can insult him though.
Yeah, he doesn't like that. Yeah, he's not a fan of kids.
If we're with Jordan Moran, we'll be safe because he'll just say he's got a big forehead and Pennywise will go running. Oh, he's got forehead.
He's got a small forehead, isn't he?
Look at that fringe, boy.
He looks all right there.
He's hiding it well.
Chuck a
beanie hat on him, he'll be fine.
This is the scene where people, when they saw the trailer dropped, before we ever did this channel, of like, oh my god, this fucking film looks badass.
Yeah, that's why it made over 700 million.
Yeah, it made bank big time. And yeah, and I think the second one made bank as well, just wasn't as well received.
Yeah.
But from both films, look, not a big fan of the second It. But everything from the leper, the diseased man, it's got to go to Pennywise. Do you agree?
Yeah, but I have to note that I am way more scared of Terrifier in real life.
Yes, but yeah, we got to agree but so far I think we're agreeing.
Yeah, I mean, no, I don't think any killer's quite as sadistic as Art.
Yeah, he's sadistic.
Oh my god, he's the last person you want. Like, Jason gets the job done. He comes in, gets the job done. Pennywise Art is prolonging that kill.
Yeah, and he's taking great pleasure. Like, he absolutely loves his job. He is terrifying in that sense, but yeah, this is
I'm just picturing someone asking him, like, do you feel fulfilled in your day-to-day job? Like, are you happy? Does it bring you, does it bring you joy? And he's like, do you know what? I feel really fulfilled. I go to work every day with a smile on my face. And I just picture him. Do you know those people that say like, oh, this is my office for the day when they've got a cool job? Maybe like they're out and about with their job and they've seen a nice view and they're like, my office today. Those like Instagram people.
Yeah.
And I picture Art doing that, he's in Selena's bedroom, like with his legs up and he's like, office for the day. Waiting for Selena to get home from school.
I think, right, because Pennywise is obviously jokey and he's a clown. But when he kind of loses his way, loses his expression in the drain with Georgie.
When he laughs and he just drops.
And he just goes to the guy as if he's forgotten the act he's playing a part. And I think when Terrifier goes serious, that's when it's frightening because it's like, oh fucking hell, a fun Terrifier is terrifying, but a pissed off one, oh fucking hell.
No chance. But yeah, if I'm talking about film wise, I'd have to give it to Pennywise.
Yes. I agree.
I'm going to read a few comments, Jenks. Ben has dropped in the chat. What's happening, Ben?
How's it going, Ben?
Jordan says, next live watch along, Rambo 4 is shot for every kill.
Love that film.
I was thinking that last night.
No pun intended.
We should do a live and come up with a shot game. but at the same time, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, in a world where you can easily get cancelled, then it's probably not.
Yeah. Ben says art all the way for fear factor. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Ella says the original Pennywise was definitely terrifying.
Yeah, he was.
My problem with the original one is that he talks too much in the second half. He is nightmare fuel in the first half, but in the second one, when they're all in the library and he's just talking and he's got that windy toy thing, it gets a little less scary. I think it's not as terrifying.
The part in the original miniseries with Tim Curry that really should creep me out as a kid was, do you know the bit where you see the ghost of the soldier opposite? Hi, son.
Hi,
And
son.
it's just so off, like, and I'm like, and then I know the weed, is it the weeds or the skeleton comes out of the water? All that to me is terrifying.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, and the chasing father when he's dressed up as an old lady.
Horrible in there.
Yeah, it's buzzing. Yeah, it's buzzing.
Vivian says art seems harmless at first when he's acting goofy, but then yeah.
Yeah.
Eli, yeah, for fear factor, Pennywise for sure. Yeah, it's gotta be. Pennywise wouldn't do well in Scotland if his feelings get hurt easily. Movie Squirm says art would be the last killer in any horror film I would want to come after me. 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
I would much rather go up against Jason. Like, if Jason's gonna fold my bed in half with me in it, and that's it, I'm done, my back's gone. Oh God.
Because if we had a category for badass, maybe we'll add that next time, then you could use that, like, who was the most frightening badass? It's not.
I've got a badass tonight. I sat down for too long.
What have you been doing?
Sitting down. Vivian says Pennywise is just scary to look at. He's definitely not as threatening as that. I agree.
It's not just about the look of Pennywise. It's what he can manifest, and he can turn into anything. Anyway, let's go to the next one. This is an unfair one. One-liners. You can see this is a general one we do. So one is a mute. One talks all the time. Yeah, bless him. I mean,
he's quite. I think his expressions speak volumes. I think Art could be in with a fighting chance here, Jenks. His expression speaks volumes. What about that one he does when he does this? That's my favorite one-liner.
When we did Jason versus Ash, and we came to this category, as they got Jason, didn't say anything. Poor fucker. Yeah, he's got, and it has got some decent one-liners. Don't ask me to say any, but he is quite a witty killer. He's not quite up there with Freddy. Freddy's got very memorable ones. But yeah, it's an easy one. Hang on. So did we say how many? Oh, hang on, I've lost track now. Fear factor. How many have we done so far? I'm actually keeping score, Kurt, if you believe it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
No, how many have we done so far?
9.
1, 2, 3, 4, and we're on the 5th one. Okay, yeah, I'm right. I'm done it. Yeah,
there's multiple pictures for both of them, and I count.
Yeah. It's one each. Yeah. Yeah, I actually put this picture up just because his mouth is open, so it looks like he's talking.
So we can try and trick people, yeah?
Yeah. It looks like he's saying something cool, but he ain't saying fuck all.
Dawn says, It is nightmare fuel. I watched the original It in 1992. I had an awful nightmare that I've never forgotten. It was 32 years ago. I didn't sleep for 2 nights, didn't watch part 2. So Pennywise. Yeah, I gotta agree with you. It was one of those movies when I was a kid that I owned on DVD. That's the one I take over a friend's house.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like a dare in it. Like, oh, let's watch it. It was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Staying up until, 1 o'clock in the morning watching it. All of us shit scared to go to sleep. Great memories with it, the original one. Fantastic film.
Yeah, so back in the 90s, there was a lot of these like 3-hour miniseries, or they were splitting them in half, like on Sky or whatever it was in America, hour and a half, so 2 mini films. And they had that, it still got that cheap sheen to it, the TV movie vibe.
Yeah, 100%.
But because of a great cast, especially from Tim Curry, you don't care. You can look past that sort of cheap look.
Yeah. Ella says, Art says so much of his expressions. Exactly, Jenks. I can only think of You'll Float 2 for Pennywise. What about Beep Beep Richie?
Yeah.
Great line.
What a balloon. Yeah, unfortunately, it's got to go to Pennywise. Yes. Yeah, right, next one up. Sex appeal.
Tim Curry's quite sexy.
He's a good-looking man. I mean, he's got a good face. You know, the guy was in Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is the sexiest film ever.
Would you kick it out of bed?
Well, considering you can turn into anything you want, I would say, come on, turn into something good. Turn into Sydney Sweeney. Come on, just this once.
Turn into something good, or you're getting the bag again, boy.
Not a monster. Come on, you don't have to be scary now. Sydney Sweeney all day. I know, like, it's really Tim Curry, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't turn back into Tim Curry midway. Yeah, still evil. Oh, you fucker. Get out of my bed.
Don't turn back into Tim Curry.
Yeah, please now. I won't, I promise. I mean, he's pretty sexy. I think I give it to Terrifier. I don't know, there's something about him. He's
right, calm down now, Jenks. Calm down. There's something about him.
Got a bit of sex appeal. I just
there's something about him.
I mean, I put this picture up for comedic value. I suppose, you know, he's actually more buzzy than he.
Look, they're both well-kept men, yeah. They both keep up with their makeup. Never leaves the house without makeup on. His clothes always seem nice, clean, tidy. His hair, very well done. I think they both got heaps of sex appeal.
Yes, but who is the winner?
Jenks, there's someone out there for everyone, okay? So Pennywise is sexy to some people. I'm sure there's some freaks out there. Sorry if that's any of you guys in the chat. But sex appeal, I gotta go with it. I mean, if we're going for the OG it, Tim Curry's one of the sexiest men in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that smile. Look at that beautiful smile.
Right, so, like, I've got one picture up now, so let's stick him back up now, just to make it fair. No, wrong one.
worst photo ever.
Yeah, I think his Skarsgård is a good-looking guy, see. That's probably why he's shining through the makeup.
The only problem with the new it is that they've given him like childlike features.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas the OG it, he looks like an adult, whereas the new one almost looks like a kid. He's got childish features.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence. I know what you're saying, but let's ask the.
How have we spent more time on this category than any of the other categories we've done tonight?
Let's ask the comments. Let's have a little vote. How do we do a vote?
Which one of you freaky bastards fancies it? Come on, own up.
There's a voting thing that you can do in this, isn't it? I don't know how to do it. Is it just maybe not available on this? You know, I've seen people do like votes in the comments, but I haven't got a clue how to do it. Maybe you have to do it via YouTube.
Yeah, maybe.
So Ella Star said, I love Tim Curry and Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yes, it's hard to look past the fact that it's Tim Curry under there because, you know, he's got a great face, one of the best faces, especially in Home Alone 2. When he gets slapped and he does that the chin wiggle and then he's upset. Yeah.
That's so good. Which film does he play? He pretends to be a Girl Scout.
I don't know.
Pigtails.
Yes, it rings a bell, and I can't remember.
Is it it's like Loaded Weapon or something, I think.
Well, he is in Loaded Weapon.
Yeah, it's probably that then.
Yeah.
I think it's Loaded Weapon.
Yeah, so Vivian says Pennywise loses me because of the thumb head. Yeah.
You got a head like a thumb, boy.
I don't know, Kurt. I'm on the fence. Look, I don't know. What do you think, Kurt? You're definitely
I'm
saying...
Pennywise all day. Look at that face. Look at those eyes.
I'm just...
Yeah, it's gotta be. I have seen it do some of the nastiest shit I've ever seen. I think even if you have any sort of sex appeal for someone, once you've seen them pouring bleach into a flesh wound, I'm out. I think any sort of sex appeal I had for art went out the window with that one.
Okay, all right. You convinced me. I'm going to go with Pennywise.
I'm not here to convince you, right? I'm here to talk about what I find sexy.
This is the biggest conundrum, the sex appeal. Right, next up, we have got weapons. This is the only picture I could find of it having some kind of weapon. I suppose you could still say that it turned into a spider is one of his many weapons. Basically, what I was going for here, Kurt, is that he can manifest any kind of weapon. Yeah. He is the weapon. So it makes him very, very powerful. And I suppose Art the Clown has real world weapons. Yeah,
this is another one-sided one here. Easily. Art all day. Yes, Pennywise has a lot of things in his arsenal that he can use to kill you. He can transform into anything he wants to. But I'm not going to class those as weapons. If we're talking about pure weapons, real objects, Art literally has a black bag full of weapons.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah, so it's completely one-sided. And I sound like I'm taking this very seriously. Look, no. There's no debate here, right? No debate at all.
Well, I took the sex appeal one more seriously than I anticipated.
Yes, because you're a sick bastard.
Yeah. So even though he can manifest whatever he wants, I would say having a bag of weapons at your disposal it has to go to this dude.
I hate the spider in It Chapter 2. Even I watched it with my daughter a few months ago, and even she was like, "Oh, it's a bit crap." She's 10. She was 9 when we watched it. Yeah. And even she was like, "Oh, what's that?" But then again, she's exposed to like modern movies that do things a lot better. So even going back and watching an older film now, but when a 9-year-old isn't impressed by an ending, you know it's shit, because kids don't know anything.
Well, that's the thing. See, like, look, right. As a person who is afraid of spiders, I have proper arachnophobia, and people in the chat who are afraid can relate that giant spiders, and I'm talking monster size, don't do anything. It could be anything. It could be a giant scorpion. It could be a giant worm. It has to be a certain size spider that invokes those sort of feelings. And a giant spider is like, all right, you might as well just been a dinosaur. It means nothing to me.
Yeah. Creepy crawlies, innit?
Yeah, it's the bigger the bug, the less scary it is.
Who says both are prettier than some of the larger women I've dated? Ella says OG Pennywise, the only round I'm giving. Ella says Art wins again with his big bag of weapons.
It's got to be Art. He's literally got a bag of weapons.
Don says when it was in M. I'm not sure what that's referring to. Yeah. Any ideas, Jax?
When it was in M. No.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No. Right. It's got to be right. Okay, we're on to the last one. Believe it or not, we've been doing this for 45 minutes. We spent about 40 minutes on sex appeal. So the last one on the list, okay, it's a new one to you, Kurt. We didn't do it last time. Star power, cultural impact, coolness, whatever you want to make it.
So this one is extremely tough, right? Because it has been round the block. He's one of the most recognizable horror stars in horror history. So you've got the OG one did well. That's one that stuck with people. And then the new ones did absolutely gangbusters in the box office. Yeah. it kind of took over the world for a long time. It is still everywhere, but I haven't witnessed a rise in my lifetime, a rise like art. Art has got like a cult following now, like a massive cult following. So I think maybe more people, well, definitely more people like it, because I think the general public like it. I think he's an all-round star, whereas art is for the horror community completely.
So,
But the people that love art, his rise from even before he did Terrifier, the All Hallows Eve and that, his rise has been absolutely insane.
yes, I think so. This is where it gets tricky for me. So he is the new kid on the block. Therefore, more people are talking about him. It's cooler to have T-shirts of him now. It came out 2017. People really didn't like the second one, and but it is always going to be in pop culture with Pennywise. He's just not flavor of the month. I would say Art the Clown is very much flavor of the month. That doesn't make it any less star power, because just because you're flavor of the month still means that you're the top of the world in that moment. Because obviously, like, Schwarzenegger is a superstar, but is he popular at the moment? You don't have to just gauge the past.
So my thing is, I pick it all day in terms of what I like. There's some of my favorite horror movies of all time, the original and the new ones. But if we're talking about star power, I gotta give it to art.
I
100%.
would say let's take it away from the normies now, because my mother and your mother watches this podcast. My mother would know who it is, right? She wouldn't know who Pennywise is. I'd say, oh, Stephen King, the clown. Oh yeah, I've heard of him. She wouldn't have heard of Terrifier in a million years. But when we went to the horror con last year, everyone was dressed up as it. Terrifier art. I'm not saying nobody was dressed up as Pennywise, but I can't remember anybody dressing up.
This is my thing. I don't see star power that way. Does my mother know? And I don't mean mine in general. Just does my mother, who maybe isn't into movies, know what art is? Maybe they don't.
Yeah.
But I don't see star power that way. I see in the horror community and the people who like and follow horror movies, who's bigger? It's art, because give him one more movie. He's got 4 films under his belt, all the other stuff he's done. I think he's going to be a stayer. I think the films are fantastic. Star power wise, I think it's got to be. Look how much money Terrifier 3 did.
What I'm saying is, there's 2 types of star. There's normie star, where everyone knows, and there's horror community star. So if you were judging by everybody, you'd have to give it a Pennywise. But seeing as we're a horror channel and we're in a horror community, I would say give it to Terrifier, to art, because I was talking to someone before about the word celebrity now, or star, and I was mentioning, I said, the word star is so mixed, because my mother knows loads of famous people, knows who they are, sorry, but she doesn't know who Mr. Beast is, and Mr. Beast is arguably the most famous celebrity really on the planet. He's the biggest star on YouTube, makes more money than any movie star makes, yet my mother wouldn't know who he was. So it's a very, very strange world we're living in now.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
There's so many platforms. Tyler says, I hate spiders. Yeah, giant ones aren't that scary, but Sherlock from Lord of the Rings, and definitely the ones in Hobbit Part 2, and even the ones in Eight-Legged Freaks. I've got a massive soft spot for Eight-Legged Freaks.
It's a good film.
Don says, when it was in my dream, he had no makeup on, but I knew it was him. He had lighter fluid and a Zippo. He sprayed me with the fluid, flicked the lighter, threw it at me, woke up screaming. That is horrific. I cannot match that for intensity in any nightmare I've had. Jesus Christ. Gory Tiger is going for it. Fair enough. I honestly, this one's a debate, not an argument. I think anyone who picks it or art, I think it can go either way, really, innit? John says, something tiny that moves really quick is terrifying. I'm talking about insects or spiders, I should clarify.
Yes.
Something tiny that moves. What's that? Vivian says, I don't mind spiders, but Infested scared me silly. I
Yes,
loved Infested, but it didn't scare me. I'm not... I'm not even remotely scared of spiders, which is a shame.
When I watched that, Kurt, right, the first time in my life I felt blessed that I was scared of spiders because I knew that this film was more entertaining because of it.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
John says, art is huge in the horror community, but Pennywise is known more mainstream due to it being one of Stephen King's most famous adaptations. Yeah, look.
Yeah, that was my point.
If you strip away the films and we're just looking at the book, look at the fan base the book has. It's definitely his most popular book to date.
Yeah.
I just think it's one of the most perfect horror stories. I absolutely adore. I would pick it 10 times over Terrifier. But maybe I'm a bit blinded by how big Terrifier's gone over the last few years, and I just feel like obviously people have stopped talking about Pennywise. But then we've got Welcome to Derry coming up, Jenks. So Pennywise, the pendulum is swinging back to Pennywise.
That's a good point.
If Welcome to Derry is a big hit, they are planning multiple seasons. I think they've planned 5 seasons. Right. Every season's going to go further back in time.
Okay.
So yeah, I think maybe the pendulum is going to swing back to Pennywise. Depends how good this series is.
Either way, Kurt, whether this is quite a tough one because like I said, mainstream versus flavor of the month in the horror world. It's got to be Terrifier. Cultural impact. It's got to be it. It's a tough one. I'm leaning towards Terrifier, but scientifically it's probably Pennywise.
Yeah. Like if we I don't know, maybe ask ChatGPT. I think we know the answer.
Yeah. Right. We are. That was the last of it. So I've clocked it up. Believe it or not, I've been clocking them up, Kurt. And
proud of you, boy. Proud of you.
Terrifier scored 3. So let's just give him star power. Bless him. And Pennywise scored 5. So unfortunately, for those who love art, this dude's the winner.
Yes.
Deserved. It was a good matchup. Do you know when we were saying like we need to match some people up, and you said Terrifier art versus him. I didn't even click that they were both clones. Just said, oh yeah, cool, 2 monsters. Didn't even dawn on me that they were both clones. Ridiculous.
Do you know this scene that this photo's from, where Richie's walking in that room and he jumps out of the coffin, lands on top, and he says, "Beep beep, Richie." That is one of my favourite sequences in horror history. It is so well done. The way he just jumps up, lunges, and then lands. And it's like the cinematography and how he looks when that camera zooms in on his face. It is absolute nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's the moment when I was watching it for the first time, sitting in cinema, that scene come on. And I was like, holy shit, this is one of the greatest horror movies ever made.
Yeah, it is. That first half is class. I stuck it on for my daughter the other day. Not my youngest. She's a bit too young. She's seen it before, but we were like, "Oh, this is class." But you know what we did? We said, "Oh, we'll have to watch the second one." We never did. Yeah. And I don't hate the second one, but we just never got around to it, which is not a good sign.
No, absolutely not.
Especially when you know that early on scene as well, was fucking bugged me when they're in the Chinese restaurant and the fortune cookies. It's sort of CGI monster. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, you know, I do the same with Conjuring. So like I have said on here, but my girlfriend hadn't seen the Conjuring films, or at least not many of them. I thought, we watched all the Conjuring films. We watched 1, 2, and then Annabelle Creation, and I just... I'm done. Yeah, I don't need to watch anymore.
Because I've only seen 2 Annabelle films. I've seen the Mike Flanagan one, but I don't know the difference between them. I saw
Mike Flanagan.
No, who's done one of them, man?
David F. Sandberg did Annabelle Creation. He did Lights Out and Shazam.
Right.
But Mike Flanagan hasn't done any Conjuring.
No, was I mixing up with then? Somebody good has done one of the Annabelles. It's that, isn't it?
David F. Sandberg, yeah.
Yes, okay.
He just did what's it called? Fucking hell, I've completely carry on. I've gone completely
anyway, I thought about us doing a ranking for all the Conjuring universe, but I just thought, can I be asked to watch the Nun 2 and even the Nun 1? I don't even remember if I finished the Nun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until Dawn. Thank you, Tyler. I gone completely blank. And he just directed Until Dawn.
Yes.
Which I think is quite underrated.
Yes. See, Kurt,
I really do.
I pitched it to you, boy. You didn't listen to me.
Hey, listen, I love the game. I was looking forward to it, boy. I just
but when I watched it in the cinema, I said you should watch it, Kurt. It's quite good. It's not as good as Cabin in the Woods. It's just in the same vein, and it's a solid movie. It's a solid 3 stars, I would say.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Yeah.
I'm planning on watching Conjuring 4 now tomorrow. Maybe when are you watching it? When's your birthday?
Tuesday.
Shall we do a review on Wednesday for it?
That's the plan, boy.
That's the plan. Right, I watch it tomorrow probably. Yeah. But I think we're gonna. Well, we done an hour. That's pretty much bang on. We said we'd do an hour tonight because we did a show last night. But a 2-hour show last night, way longer than normal.
What were we thinking?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
Look, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Yes. So Curtis has got another channel called Cult Locker. It's awesome. His first video phenomena is doing really well.
It's just hit 1K, which is insane. It's really like it's given me a bit of a boost, give me a bit of a kick up the backside to get back to doing videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things you need something to I suppose to keep you
motivated.
Motivated. Thank you, Jenks. You know me well now. You know what I'm gonna say. He always comes in with a fix.
Zombie Locker is my other channel, my solo channel. I review zombie movies and rankings and stuff. My latest video is well, I have done a trailer breakdown for 28 Years Later, Bow and Temple, which is bombed. I'm just competing with too many big channels. But I got a zombie channel, and I can't not do a breakdown of a big zombie movie. It's just one of those things. When it comes to that, I can't just chase views. But I have my main video last week was Hidden Gems Horror, which is worth checking out if you love horror, if you love zombies. Hidden Gem zombie movies, not horror. We've also got a membership program called the Twisted Nights. It's 99p / 99 cents. We've got loads of videos on there. This is just a little bit of a taster of it. It's a lot of the videos are similar to what we post normally, but most of them are things that we wouldn't normally post on our main channel. They're all horror, obviously, but there's certain videos that don't do well on YouTube. So you see what works, what doesn't. That doesn't mean to say this is all our shit. It just means that, for example, we did a review for Weapons, and big movie reviews bomb all the time on our main channel, but I still want to do a review, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Kurt?
Yes, we do have a Facebook page, guys. I every time I say this, I'm acting like I'm telling you for the first time. You guys know about this. We've got a Facebook page. We're just trying to build a community. So if you haven't already, I know a lot of you in the chat are on our Facebook group. Type in Twisted Locker, you'll find us. Join the group, and we just like to chat on there throughout the week.
And people post what they've seen, if they got physical media, all horror related. No dickheads allowed, apart from me, Curtis. You guys who joined us tonight, really appreciate it. Even more so the guys who jumped on last night. I don't know whether you thought it might have been Cat Crash TV and thought, oh, this is going to be good. Anyway, we'll see you Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Cheers, guys. Have a nice night.
Cheers, guys.